about the data visualization. So in Python, we have some library for to visualize the data like Matplotlib, Seaborn, and Plotlib. So there are some useful library in Python to visualize the data. If we are talking about the Matplotlib, so there are some basic charts inside the Matplotlib. So let's see all the practical one by one in detail how we can use the chart. So firstly, I want to import Matplotlib. Inside the Matplotlib, use the sub package pyplot as plt. I am giving a small name. And one more thing also, I want to ready the array. Then after that, I want to visualize. Import numpy as np. So the data. So I want to create the subject and the marks. Firstly, I want to take the small data. When we are able to understand, then we can load some large file in Python and then we can visualize. Subject. So subject, Hindi, English, math, science, computer, and so many things are there. Then secondly, I can ready the marks. So we have the 5 marks right now. And I want to use the chart right now. So plt dot bar chart. So plt bar chart basically demand two value. First one is the x-axis and the second one is a y-axis. So subject marks. Then plt dot show. You can see class we have successfully ready the chart. Matplotlib chart. So kindly complete this chart.
Hey, Professor.
Some title, plt title. You can give the title name. Student report or otherwise the sheet. You can see the title name you can take as per your need. Now X label. X label is this marks or the subject. It is a X label, it is a subject. And plt dot Now you can see title are there, why labels are there, and the subjects are there. So it is the example of the bar chart using in Python. So I want to load this file, then I want to visualize some external file. So import pandas as PD, import and df data pd dot read csv, and to give the name which file you want to load, then df. You can see the file is successfully loaded. Now my question is that I want to visualize the salary according to the region wise, north, south, west, east. So firstly I want to show the salary group by. So I want to group by the salary region wise. And I want to perform the sum. It will give the region as well as give the employee code, but I want to show only the salary. Salary as capital. Salary and one more is reason. And when you want to supply one and more column, so you can see we have the salary group by according to the east. So it is the functionality of the group by. So now we want to visualize this kind of the data into the chart. So no need to group by if we want to visualize the Matplotlib chart. So import Matplotlib. So no need to type again. For the clarity, I am just typing the Matplotlib again and again. Now, firstly, I want to load the data. So reason equal to df. So not to df, we can directly reason equal to df inside the reason. So I have loaded one column df into the reason. Second is one is salary. Df salary. So we have reason and salary. Now I want to display this data into the chart. So plt dot bar chart and reason comma cell. Now you can see the salary reason wise. This information show, and you can show the chart properly. Plt dot show, then you can see. And I want to mention some X label. It is a reason and it is a salary. So X label and Y label. Plt dot X label. You can see we have successfully created this chart. So if we want to display the line chart similar this data, so plt plot, and we can supply the reason comma cell. You can see the information is very if I want to supply the branch wise salary. So firstly we have to load the branch and the df, and we know very well we have already, but for the clarity I am just loading reason wise. I have already loaded, but right again. So branch wise salary. So the reason, actually the column name should be same. So the all data, the problem is that we have all the data, so many repetitive area, because the salary, the line chart is used when we have the continuous data, not this type of the data. So that is the reason he make unsensible chart. So where we can use this chart, so I can specify some branch manually. Now I'm just using the list, and you can use also the array, depend on you directly. Mumbai. And the salary. So I'm passing all this information into the increasing manner. Suddenly I pass the four information. You can see it is a line chart. If again you want to increase, so the bar will be created. And again you want to pass some more information. So you can see the bar in a zigzag way. Got it, class? What I'm saying, the line chart. So bar chart. This chart is more useful when we want to display the data into the horizontally. Horizontally means similar this chart. I want to copy the data and come back here. You just have to change only the one thing, bar H. It will give the output into this manner. So class, you can see what I'm saying, the bar H chart display the data horizontally. Now I want to use scattered chart. So I'm just data, rain, like 10 millimeter, 15 millimeter, 20 millimeter. So we have the data and the values. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 record. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 record. So now I want to describe this chart plt dot scatter. Rain and sales. Now plt dot show. You can see the all data into this dot dot. So it is a good example for the scattered, but when we load some large file, so what is the visibility of this data? So the scattered chart useful when we want to show where the values is scattered. So the similar is someone asked me the salary region wise. This information I want to pick. We have region, but now I want to use scatter. You can see the salary region wise. If I want to pass the branch, so you can see so many branch are there. So this is not useful to branch because it is not useful to visualize because the x axis is completely overlap. So it is useful when we want to show some limited this kind of. So you can see the most of the branches salary, the average 20. So it is the column chart I have discussed, line chart useful when we have the continuous data, and the bar chart display the data horizontally, and scattered chart to display data how data is spread out, and the scattered chart obviously the same. So I have discussed the four chart right now. So again, ready some code which you want to use. So firstly, I want to ready two data set. It depend on us if we want to display the salary same region wise. So again, for the more clarity, I want to take this chart and plt dot py, but it demand only the one data like salary. So I want to clear out this one and to ready the previous one example. So it create the pie chart. But now I want to provide the labels also. So labels branch. You can see we have the branches. The branch are there and the salaries are there. So we display salary branch wise. And one more example also, like if we want to fill the percentage also. So the we have the features auto PCT and how many percentage. Suddenly I say 1.1%. So it will demand. So that is the reason 1.1 auto packed. So it automatically give the percentage inside this one. So the auto PCT 1.1 floor. So it is the syntax and it is the features of pie chart to display data into percentage. So it is a good practice. One more thing also I will discuss, like someone in some special chart I can use one property also explode, or you can use expld and provide the four. So we have the five shapes. So I can give point 2, point 0, not only 0, 0, 0, then 0. So we have the 5 explored, and if I want to pass here, so this dimension tell us the Delhi. So Delhi in a first, if I want to increase the value, so it will also increase. And if I want to less the value, so it's less one. So it is a perfect example of the pie chart, and we can also supply the title. So many things are there. Title, salary, reason wise. You can see the title is also here. The X label, the cities, and Y label, salary. So it depend on us. We want to display the salary, city, and reason. But X and Y axis is not useful here because it is the pie chart. You can use the title is useful. The histogram chart. So histogram chart useful when we want to create the bins, the similar data. Like take an example, we have number of salary or the number of marks. So we want to create those marks or salary is nearby. So we can give the range. As per the range, it will automatically create the bin. So let's see the example. So I want to create some marks first. So randomly you can create some data. Now we have the marks. I want to use plt.hist histogram chart suddenly demand the marks. So it will create the bins. How many values? 0 to 40, 3 value. How many value? 40 to 50, same. How many value? 50 to 60, no. So I want to create the range as per my need. How? So I want to ready the 20 gap. 20, 40, 60, 80 or 100. You can see all the data into this one. If we want to supply more, so you can see the 0, 20, 40 and 100 because the data is not here. So that is the reason. So it depends on you which so the 2020 is most useful because we don't have any data. So that is the reason. And we can also supply the with line width and automatically it supply the line chart. Line width is not affected. Okay, so not a problem. We can supply these things also. And one more thing also, in a column chart, So we have the data into the column chart, and I want to colorful this chart. You can see we have the salary reason 4. So we have the 4 reason. So I want to set some bar color, or otherwise you can set the bar color. And the bar color you can set red, but it will not identify. So it is the property of the bar chart. And tab blue and tab orange, and one more also I want to take, tab green. So there are 4 color, and I want to supply this color into the bar chart. So we have the property or the color. You can see we have changed all the colors, and it is a simple strategy. One more thing we can apply here for more useful the chart. Like is use the strategy AX. So we have the another function subplot. So subplot automatically plots the value, and inside the plot this one no need to pass here PLT, pass here AX, and then try to display. It is same. One more thing also, I want to use here the labels. So the label is also use, you can use the legends also. So the legends, and you can set the legend as per your need, north, south, west, and east. So we have the data into the region. North, south, east, and west. Now I want to supply here perfectly. Now you can see the regions are there, north, south, east, and west. So it depends on you which value you want to represent with the help of the labels. So it is more useful. So those want to display the chart of the bar. But in a bar chart, you can see all the charts are there, and we have to maintain labels X label and the Y label manually. So the Matplotlib library is useful when we want to use some basic charts, and we have to maintain all the title label manually. So the line chart is basic chart. This chart is also available in Excel and Power BI and some Tableau also. So to visualize some data, scatter chart and also the pie chart and also the histogram chart. We can also colorful them chart. Now, now I want to discuss how we can use the Seaborn library. So the Seaborn library is advanced library for data visualization in Python. Like someone want to visualize the data. So there are so many examples in Seaborn library, and we have also some loaded data like import Seaborn S. You can give any alias name S and S. And the inside the Seaborn library we have built-in data sets, data and S Seaborn dot load data set. I want to show all the data. So inside the Seaborn library, I want to load the data iris. So what is the iris data set if you want to display? So wait just a minute. Yeah, data is loaded successfully. So you seen some previous example to load data with the help of Panda, some external data. But in the Seaborn, some data is already available. Got it? Now I want to visualize this data. So I want to visualize this data into the line plot. So again we have the 2 point x and y. In x I want to use sample length. Okay. In y, sample width. And to supply the data. So it is the data. You can give any name df also. If you give the df, so for more clarifications, you can see. So the line chart are there. So inside the Seaborn, so we have the some advanced charts, some graphics are also advanced. So it is an advanced data visualization library and no need to pass the label, X label and the Y label. It will automatically mention. But in the Matplotlib library, we see we have to maintain, we have to pass the X label and the Y label. Got it class? Now these things is very interesting for the Seaborn library. So this library is also useful in a complete glance. So there are some charts, the column charts, and to load data and after to visualize these informations to group by. So the column charts are there, line charts are there, bar charts are there. So I have covered so many charts with the help of Matplotlib. But still Matplotlib library, we have some basic charts, pie charts, and we have to do manual things more, like to embed the labels, to give the title name. So histogram is also used to create the bins of the similar data. And the Seaborn library is most useful to visualize the data, and it is an advanced library for the data visualization. So in this class, I have covered so many things. So the new topics I will discuss in the next upcoming class. So thank you very much.